Characters we have used throughout our life are not all created by the ego. The majority are, though, with most being created for survival in what the ego thinks is a repeat of a previous situation. Some characters, however, have been imprinted on a soul level that we have carried along with us for possibly millennia. The reasons will vary, as will the type of character it is. Being a positive character that is assisting us, this particular fractal in this particular form, would obviously be acceptable to us. If, however, the character is more of the night side, repeating poor or negative evil habits, it would be in our best interest to address this character and make some revisions. To clarify, we are an infinite being, what some may call a soul, that is inhabiting a human vessel. You, as an infinite being, are timeless, existing outside of relative time and space. It was a choice by you to enter a physical form to have an experience. It was also you that chose to be in a human form on Earth at this time of now. You have simultaneously chosen to have experiences in other forms, places, and times, all concurrent with this one. While information I have received to date indicates there is not an infinite number of replicants or fractals of yourself, there are usually between 500 to 1,000 in play. Yep, it's a lot of experiences being had in the same moments of now. The human vessel on this planet is made up of materials that are present here. The forms that were created to include DNA of the parents that sired it. Genetic patterns, beliefs, traumas, and experiences travel in the DNA line, until cleaned up, to become a part of the vessel you chose. The issues, both positive and negative, that you experience in this lifetime are influenced by the genetic experiences within your vessel. In some families, it is quite obvious when a particular taste or habit shows up, usually skipping a generation to be present in a younger member of the family. Behind the scenes, the energetic frequency of something that is triggered in one member of the family will also be triggered, even without a triggering factor, in all others in the family that are carrying that particular gene code. The reverse is also true. When you clean up a trigger within you, you are also cleaning it up for all others in the genetic line, both forwards and backwards. The operating system, or ego personality, is programmed by your surroundings, parents, communities, etc., as to what is acceptable and not acceptable for the form to behave as it grows into adulthood. You, as the infinite being, have a time delay in most instances where you must wait until the growth times of the human form have occurred to a certain level so that it can be fully used for what you came here to use it for. Add in the fact that the early programming of the human generally cuts off the communication you had with it, allowing the form to traverse alone, figuring out its own systems of how to do things with its knowledge base of data it has collected. The ego does not have a bigger picture view and is only concerned about itself and its own preservation, as it was programmed to do, not having access to or remembering to access the wisdom that is you. As the world of robots continues to increase, we are clearly seeing that the human form is indeed an organic robot, following programs as it was programmed, without consideration for more than its survival. Having been given the back seat to the ego running the show for sometimes decades, there are many experiences that are had as a passenger in the vehicle. Through this experience, though at times painful, we also collect data and understandings of how the humans have been programmed, by whom, and to what extent the programs will go for total eradication of the ability of a soul to ever inhabit a human vessel again. This has been a great uncovering for us throughout the last decades, and extremely eye-opening since 2020, with mRNA being tested upon the masses. The assistance from outside of this realm continues, sending us extra plasma, which is used for creation, so that we can create above the ego level for the good of all, if we have control over our egos. We have an opportunity to once again gain control of our human vessels, ridding them of faulty programming and creating the adjustments for harmonious life within this construct for ourselves and the all. Many would consider this a fight between good and evil. It is more of a battle to join and neutralize all energies we carry within us to be in harmony within and with each other. There is no blame, and yet all are to blame. The old adage, nothing is about me, but everything is about me. For those unwilling or unable to be authentic from a soul level, they will be transitioning, either through death or relocated, basically sideways, to another Earth construct to complete their continued education. Information received to date seems to indicate the memories of the events and experiences they have had with us that are moving forward will be wiped. The wisdom or karma will be retained, however. The dividing line is fast approaching. We must master neutrality and be centered within ourselves so that we comprehend with love the experiences that are to come.